What's up, Financial Zen Masters? Today, I thought I'd give you a little Monday morning inspiration and tell you how the first step that you can take to figure out what your passion is. But first, welcome to the Financial Zen channel, where the big question is, how can you, a super successful, hardworking overachiever with kids at home and a mortgage to pay, how can you retire from your 9-to-5 grind to go pursue your passion while still providing for your family? That's the question. I got your answers. I'm Rick Valenzi. I am a certified financial planner, the founder of Financial Zen, and your guide. So, it's kind of funny when you put things out into the world. Sometimes the universe brings things into your life. It's sort of like putting out a magnet. Things come into your life that are just add up to this new thing that you're looking for. And so this morning, last week actually, and it all kind of ties into the videos over the last week. Last week, if you remember, on Sunday, whether you watched it or not, what I told you on Sunday is that you need to start figuring out what you're going to do after your 9-to-5 grind now. Because here's the thing, that will help you get there, right? If you are simply retiring from something, if you're just moving away from something and that's your motivation, that's not that motivating. That's not enough. That's part of it, but that's not enough. You also need the thing that you're moving towards, right? You need the stick, which is like, I don't really want to work in this capacity longer than I have to. And then you need the carrot, which is like, I don't want that, but it's also because I want this new thing. So figuring out what that carrot is, what your passion is going to be, is part of the journey. Now, what's interesting is that when we ask our Financial Zen members in their foundations appointments, okay, if you could retire in 10 years or tomorrow, what would you do? And usually we get kind of blank stares. Usually it's some mixture of like, well, I really enjoy reading, or I love wine, or I love Italy, or whatever it is. It's some combination of like vacationing, which is the only thing that people are, which is an indicator that people haven't thought through. Okay, if this is a reality and I could get out of the rat race, out of this 9-to-5 grind, sooner rather than later, within the next 10 years, like, what am I going to do? That's not enough of a reality to actually have put the thought into, what is the next thing? What is that going to be? Where does my passion lay? So if your answer to what would you do if you could retire tomorrow is some combination of an extended vacation, then that means you haven't figured it out yet. And you'll need to, right? Because an extended vacation is not enough to get you across the finish line. So that's the gist of why finding your passion is so important at this stage when you're still, 8, 9, 10 years from actually retiring. So in order to try to help you, I thought I'd give you a step-by-step. Now, full credit, I was rereading the Expert Secrets book by Russell Brunson, which kind of put me on this new path where we're not only just doing financial planning, but we're getting people through and to the next stage so that they can go contribute their verse to the world. And I was rereading this book. So I'm on my second time around, and I came across the beginning of the book, which now, as I'm passing it again, just makes so much more sense to share with you. And it's actually by his friend, Tom Bilyeu. Sorry, Tom, if I just butchered your name. I've seen you all over the internet, but I've never actually heard your name mentioned. Anyways, here's this motivational guy. Look him up, Bilyeu. Really good motivational guy. Interviews some of the coolest, most established, successful athletes out there, among others. But anyways, Tom came up with this framework for how to find your passion. And the first thing is, try a lot of things. And then the second step is to see what really attracts your attention. And then when you discover the things that really attract your attention, dive deep, like really dig into them. And most things that you dive deep on are not going to be your passion. You're gonna have a passing interest in it. But a few of them, you're going to be like, oh, this might have some wheels. This might have legs. There might be something to this, and that's when you dive deeper. And if your fascination turns into mastery in that third step, fourth step, then you found your passion. Fascination plus mastery equals passion. So I'll use myself as an example. I think that the place to start is, what interests you the most? When you're not working, when you have time off from family responsibilities and work responsibilities, where do you go? Like, what's the thing that interests you the most? Maybe it's golf or guitar, or or maybe you are starting your own business or side hustle on the side, right? So for instance, for me, I got a lot of interest outside of my business. I love skateboarding. I love guitar. But I also know that those, as much as I enjoy them, they're not going to get me out of bed in the morning at 4:45 a.m. like stoked and ready to get to it. My business is my passion, and I discovered it so many years ago, as I told you last week or a couple weeks ago. Started so many years ago when the seed was planted on becoming a financial planner, and this is my passion. I got fascination, mastery. I can't get enough about small business and running a business and growing the business and just everything. Like I live and breathe this stuff. It is my passion. So for you, it might not be. Maybe it will be a small business. Maybe it will be some sort of charity thing that you're super passionate about. Maybe it's playing guitar. Maybe you start a band or you manage bands or like I don't know. Sky's the limit. But point being, start discovering and start toying with those ideas now, much sooner than so that you know that when you get retired, when you jump off the cliff from the 9 to 5, you got something to carry you through. You got your plane built. So there you go. That's some Monday morning motivation. So dabble with a bunch of things, figure out which ones strike your interest the most, dive deep into those things, and if on your deep dive it really checks out, then pursue it deeper and deeper until you achieve mastery, and that just might be your passion, and that might be what the stick that you place in front of yourself to get you through the end of your 9 to 5 grind to the other side. And I got to tell you, I haven't been in a 9 to 5 grind in a long time. It's pretty amazing on this side of the fence. It's awesome waking up, loving what you do every day. So you deserve it just as much as I do. So come with me. Let's get you there. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, subscribe below, hit the thumbs up, it means a lot to us. Really appreciate that. We're starting to catch traction too, so keep it up. And leave some comments. Let me know what some of your initial thoughts are on what your passions might be or what you would love to pursue if you didn't have to trade your time for a paycheck. All right, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.